Hey, I'm Sophia. If you love the thrill as much as I do, you're in the right place. From adrenaline-fueled rides to uncovering the world's most iconic machines. Gear up and subscribe to Sophia on Wheels for non-stop automotive adventure. Toyota is about to transform the 2027 Tundra into a completely different animal with a factory-built Raptor fighter, a dedicated overlanding trim, and a mid-cycle refresh that makes the 2026 model look like it shipped too soon. If you're sitting on a truck purchase right now and debating whether to sign the paperwork, what Toyota has in store for 2027 is exactly the kind of leap that makes patience the smarter financial move. Most people assume Toyota plays it safe and delivers incremental tweaks, but the 2027 Tundra is arriving with 7 updates that will make the competition take a long, hard look in the mirror. Number 7, the TRD Hammer is coming. The full-size truck segment has had one undisputed performance king that nobody has seriously threatened. The Ford F-150 Raptor has owned that throne for years. Toyota has watched from a distance with the TRD Pro, a capable truck, no question, but not a true challenger. That is about to change in a serious way. Toyota has filed a trademark for the name TRD Hammer. Almost immediately after that filing, spy photographers caught a Tundra prototype out in the wild. The differences from a stock truck were impossible to overlook. Massively flared front and rear fenders, steel bumpers on both ends, and unfamiliar vents cut into the bodywork. The tires measured approximately 37 inches, the exact same size the Raptor runs. The front suspension featured heavier, lower control arms, consistent with a long travel setup engineered for high-speed desert running. Think about what it has meant to be a Toyota truck enthusiast who wants the absolute most capable off-road machine available. The TRD Pro is solid, but stand it next to the Raptor on a wide-open desert run, and the gap speaks for itself. That's the problem the TRD Hammer exists to solve. Toyota hasn't confirmed powertrain details, but the hardware visible in these photos makes one thing perfectly clear: this is not a cosmetic package. This is Toyota finally committing to a legitimate performance off-roader that can sit at the same table as the Raptor R and the Ram SRT TRX. And while the TRD Hammer is chasing performance buyers, the 2027 Tundra is also getting a new face, one that has been overdue for longer than Toyota probably wants to acknowledge. Number 6, an updated look that actually means something. By the time the 2027 model lands in showrooms, the current Tundra generation will be heading into its 5th year on the road. The sheet metal is familiar, the front end has been unchanged since 2022. A mid-cycle refresh isn't just expected at this stage, it's necessary, and that's precisely what Toyota is delivering. The updates are concentrating where they matter most, up front. A redesigned fascia, revised lighting, and a grille treatment aligned with Toyota's current design language are all expected to arrive. These aren't changes made for the sake of change. They're closing the visual gap that has quietly grown between the Tundra and fresher-looking competitors sitting on the same lots. The 2027 version is going to carry the kind of road presence the current model should have had from the beginning. The bones stay the same. The first impression gets meaningfully sharper. But a fresh exterior is only part of the story. Because one of the most anticipated 2027 editions has nothing to do with styling and everything to do with where this truck is actually heading once the pavement ends. Number 5, Trailhunter is coming to the full-size segment. The Trailhunter formula has already proven itself on the Tacoma and the 4Runner. Factory-engineered overlanding capability, not dealer-added accessories, not aftermarket bolt-ons, sourced from 3 different suppliers, arriving from the production line fully integrated and covered under factory warranty. That same philosophy is now heading to the full-size truck segment. Anyone who has gone through a truck build knows exactly what that process actually costs. A stock truck rolls off the lot, then come the months of sourcing. Shocks from one company, bumpers from another, a bed rack from a third, and tires sitting on backorder somewhere. By the time the rig is finished, the accessory spend often rivals a full trim level upgrade, and none of it comes with factory warranty protection. The Tundra Trailhunter is being built specifically to make that entire process unnecessary. Expected equipment closely mirrors the Tacoma's proven configuration. Old Man Emu 2, 5-inch forged monotube shocks, ARB-sourced high-clearance steel bumpers and rock rails, an integrated bed rack, a high-mount air intake, and 33-inch Toyo all-terrain tires on 18-inch bronze-finished wheels. The Trailhunter is also expected to run the iForce Max Hybrid as standard equipment, 437 horsepower and 583 pounds-feet of torque, arriving at just 2,400 revolutions per minute. At low trail speeds, that instant low-end pull is one of the most genuinely useful tools you can have on a technical section. No other full-size truck is rolling out of the factory with this combination of overlanding hardware and hybrid power. That powertrain is impressive, but it wasn't always a sure thing. What Toyota has done to sort it out is exactly why 2027 is a far safer buy than 2022 ever was. Number 4. The engine issues have been fixed. The 2022 launch of the current Tundra generation was not without turbulence. A machining defect in early production left debris inside the twin-turbo V6, triggering a large-scale recall and raising legitimate questions about long-term durability. For buyers writing a significant check, that history was a perfectly reasonable concern to carry. Toyota has spent the years since actively working through it. Multiple production cycles have refined both the iForce 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6 and the iForce Max hybrid system, with measurable improvements at each stage. The 2027 model brings these now battle-tested powertrains forward, and industry sources are pointing toward possible output improvements on the hybrid variant, potentially pushing beyond the current 437 horsepower rating. The gas-only version, producing 389 horsepower and 479 pounds-feet of torque, continues as the accessible option across entry-level trims. By 2027, this will be a powertrain with 5 full years of real-world development and refinement behind it. That track record is genuinely worth waiting for. A dependable engine matters enormously, but so does where you're sitting while it runs, and the 2027 interior is getting updates that make every mile noticeably better. Number 3, a modern interior that's getting even better. The Tundra's cabin doesn't get nearly enough credit. A 14-inch touchscreen standard on hybrid trims, well-placed physical controls, and genuinely premium materials at upper levels give this interior a quality that holds its own against strong segment competition. The storage is practical and generously sized. The center console alone offers more usable space than most rivals in this class. The 2027 refresh isn't going to overhaul this foundation, and that's actually the right call. The changes will be targeted where they count: material upgrades in specific areas, improved interior organization, and meaningful refinements to premium trims like the Capstone and the 1794 edition. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a JBL premium audio option, and a sharp, responsive display are all carrying forward. The 2027 version will feel like a step up without feeling unfamiliar to anyone who has spent time in the current truck. The interior upgrades are real and appreciated, but the next update is the one that steps in when the road stops cooperating and it's about to get significantly more capable. Number 2, the latest safety technology across every trim. The 2027 refresh is also bringing the latest Toyota Safety Sense suite to every trim level in the lineup. Forward collision warning, automated emergency braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring. These are not optional packages you tick off a build sheet. They are standard equipment on every single Tundra sold. Spend real hours on the highway and the value becomes completely concrete. Holding a safe following distance on a long haul, staying centered through a moment of distraction, catching a vehicle sitting in your blind spot during a lane change, these situations happen to real drivers on completely ordinary trips. Technology that handles them consistently is not a luxury feature. It is working protection. The 2027 refresh takes this further with a next-generation Safety Sense suite featuring improved camera and radar hardware, a wider detection field, and sharper automated responses, particularly during towing situations. Blind spot and cross-traffic systems are specifically expected to receive enhanced calibration. On a truck that was already leading the segment in standard safety content, that raises an already strong bar even higher. The updated safety technology is a compelling reason on its own. But the number one reason on this list is something you feel on every single drive, and it's something most of the competition still hasn't figured out how to genuinely match. Number 1, the ride quality is in a different league. There is a straightforward explanation for why most full-size trucks ride so poorly with an empty bed. Leaf spring rear suspension is engineered around hauling loads, not passenger comfort. The F-150, Silverado, and Sierra all rely on this setup. Most buyers simply accept the harshness as the cost of owning a truck. Here is what rarely gets said plainly. Most truck owners are driving with an empty bed the vast majority of the time. Commutes, school runs, weekend errands, road trips. The bed is empty, and the leaf springs are working against comfort on every single one of those miles. That is a daily tax on ride quality that no amount of suspension tuning can fully overcome. The Tundra uses coil spring rear suspension, and the difference is substantial. Without cargo in the bed, this truck absorbs road imperfections with a composure that leaf spring competitors simply cannot match. Independent evaluations have consistently placed Tundra ride quality above segment norms, delivering a smoothness more commonly associated with large SUVs than hard-working pickups. The 2027 refresh is expected to take this further with refined suspension geometry and updated damper calibration. The competition is still asking buyers to accept a daily compromise. The 2027 Toyota Tundra is not, and that alone is worth the wait. The 2027 Toyota Tundra is shaping up to be the most complete version of this truck since the current generation first arrived. The TRD Hammer finally gives performance buyers a genuine Toyota answer to the Raptor. The Trailhunter delivers factory overlanding capability that no full-size rival is currently offering. The exterior refresh closes a visual gap that competitors have been quietly exploiting for years. The interior holds its own against class leaders, and the safety suite is getting sharper at exactly the moment driver protection matters more than ever. If your current truck still has miles left in it, this is one of those rare situations where waiting is clearly the right call. And before you go, hit that subscribe button and join the Sophia on Wheels community. We cut through the noise on every major vehicle update so you never walk into a dealership without knowing exactly what you're looking at. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. And if this breakdown changed the way you look at where trucks are headed, get a sneak peek at this $12,000 truck Helix Champ shouldn't exist. But it does, which has now popped up on the upper left of your screen.